This is like 9 hours of engineering of the Enterprise.
No. This is a custom mix. I found this really nice website. I'll have to link it later, but it has like a shit ton amount of like various sound clips and like ambient sounds that you can like mix together. And so that's what I did. Trying to just screw things up on the board too much. But as long as it's playing for everybody, then we're good to go. I made 10 minutes of it. So, this is Nemesis. This is Nemesis. This is not Star Trek Nemesis. This is just Nemesis. We're not fighting.
Thank goodness.
We're not fighting Shinzon, or the Romulans, or the Remans. This is.
It would be a really bad board game if that was the case.
This is. I mean, we could frame it that way. It's. To keep it simple, it's basically Alien. It's basically Alien, the board game. I would say Alien more than Aliens because fighting is iffy in this game. You really don't want to. But we are on a ship. We are on the Nemesis, and we all have our own goals, and we want to complete those goals and get the hell out and live, and we might not. So. Why is all this stuff, like, slightly askew? Who's been moving all this shit around?
I don't know, like, I was moving my cursor around, and for some reason it counted as acting like I was poking at the cat.
I see. Well, anyway, so we each get to have a character, we all start in the middle. I will tell you about the general flow as soon as I start up. We're gonna play, and so normally the game is everybody has their own objective, and sometimes those objectives can be antithetical to another player. But we're not gonna play that. We're gonna play full co-op. So because we're learning the game, and it's just plain easier. It's already a hard game.
Some of these games are hard enough as it is.
Yeah. All right, so in the normal game, the objectives are all kept secret, but in this co-op game, the objectives are all okay to share because they all have to be done, every single one. All four of the objectives that we have. Also, put your objective card down on your board in the corner, and then put your number card down also in the where it says player. These are all okay to share. For now. And then the way we determine characters is we go in order. Whoever has the number cards, lowest number card. So
Where are my cards?
In your hand.
I don't see anything in my hand.
Sounds like a you problem. Hey, right there's fine. Go. And you can put your objective card right here.
I never had anything in my hand.
I mean, you do have something in your hand. I see it right here. I can see it on my screen. You have something in your hand. Maybe rejoin purple, see if that helps. I think, maybe you press like H or something. Yeah, if you press H, it'll show up again. H like toggles hands on and off. Is it working?
I have nothing.
I mean, you're gonna need the use of your hands for this game, so it's all here. Have you pressed H? Have you tried that? Have you tried going into options? Let's see, configuration, menu configuration, interface, MISC settings, and then make sure that hand view is turned on. Also that the minimize size is okay. And then I think if you go down, there's a like turning the hands up and down. Somewhere around here. I don't know, it's somewhere here. Have you tried any of that? Okay, Craig has disconnected. I assume he's restarting. unfortunate because he's player 1. he's actually the first one. Do you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, get those cards out of your hand because you can put them on the board. You can
I
and
have
should.
to go AFK for a minute.
Wait.
Okay.
Hold on. I want you to draw 2. God, I want to just put it down here. Just draw 2 cards. Pick one, and put the other one back. This is who you're playing as. Okay. All right, now you can AFK.
Okay.
All right, and then Lost Joke. Draw 2, pick one, put the other one back. Okay. Put the other one back. This card doesn't matter. You'll be getting rid of it in a second. All right, and then Kyle. Draw 2, pick one, put the other one back. Do you know how to play TTS, Kyle? Do you know all the buttons?
No, not really.
It's F. It's F. To flip things. And then while you're holding it, if you mouse wheel, it'll turn them.
What?
So while you're holding the thing, as you're holding the left button, if you mouse wheel with like your middle finger or something, you'll turn it around.
All right.
And then F to flip stuff. It's snapping to the board. Don't worry about it. Just see what they both are and pick who you want to play as. You want to play as a captain? Okay. And then for me, I'm gonna be
Captain, our sensors are picking up another whistle.
All right. So whoever you picked, go ahead and press the button on your board. Actually, move your card first. You can actually just put the card back. So Kyle, you were going to play as the captain, so click on the captain up here. And then you can press confirm. And then Craig picked scout. I'm going to go ahead and click that for him. And click confirm for him. And then I picked mechanic. I'm going to be a mechanic. Confirm. Lost Joke. Click confirm if you would. And then the very last thing that I want you guys to do is to grab your little figure that is now on your board and place it over the little colored circle in front of your base. I just made these so that it's easier to see our figures. You can just drop it on anywhere. It doesn't have to be exact.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Lost Joke, are you having difficulty?
It won't let me pick it up.
It's
You've had weird mouse issues in TTS before.
I think you might have control held down. Press control once, Lost Joke, and then try again. Like, don't hold it, just press it once. Press caps lock, press shift, press alt one time. Press anything one time. Alt tab out of the game and come back into the game. Yeah, you've been having mouse issues. I think you need to restart the game, Lost Joke.
This thing is locked now.
It wasn't
Is that why I
before.
can't pick it up?
No, it's not locked.
I can't pick it up either.
Can you pick up?
I can't do anything to it.
Can you pick up mine? This one? If I pick up mine.
No,
I can. I can pick up yours.
I can't pick up yours.
I mean, I don't.
I can pick up Kyle's. And I can pick up mine.
I can pick up his
can't
just
even-
fine.
I can't even highlight Last jokes or yours.
Yeah, everyone else's is highlighting like I can interact with it, but not mine. Is mine supposed to be all white?
No, try it again.
It looks all white to me too.
Okay, I want both of you to leave and come back.
Yeah, I can pick up all of them.
Both Lost Choke and Craig. Leave and come back. I think this is just a bug. Hopefully it's not the bug that I asked you guys to make sure that you didn't have. Twice.
You can't blame me for this because we tested this.
It's true, we did.
So this doesn't match the bug that you were talking about.
No, it's not quite.
No, the bug you want to check is that if the game will even load, like it'll hang at like 99% or something.
Yeah. Like Lost Choke is doing right now. There we go. Now
Yeah,
can you pick it up?
checked that.
Now it actually has color.
Okay, can you pick it up? Oh, you can. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Well, I did get a warning in the log saying that something didn't load properly, so I'm guessing it was the figure.
Strange. Craig, put your thing on your little figure base so we can see it easier. All right.
I still
We're gonna
can't
begin the
pick
game.
up or
You still can't-
highlight last jokes or yours.
Well,
But
luckily
I can.
you don't need
Kyle's and
to.
mine.
Luckily you don't need to. Can you pick up the everything else? Can you pick up your cards? Can you pick up All right. No. I don't know what the deal is.
Nothing else looks grayscale either.
Okay. Well, you'll just have to deal with it. Everybody put your guys in this middle room. Right here. Anywhere in this big middle room.
You're a big metal room.
Right. So, oh no, don't don't click other things. Just please, please just click what I tell you to click. The reason is this is a bit scripted, and if you do weird things, it might like break the scripting. It's a little. I didn't script it, but it's just the way it is. So, in this game. The flow is everybody gets two actions, and the actions are you can read on your little board, on your little character board. Everybody I think has the same actions, the same basic actions. You can move, you can shoot or melee attack, you can pick up a heavy object, you can trade with other players, or you can craft an item. You can see all the crafting recipes are right here. You'll see these icons on various cards that we have. Or you can also careful movement. The other things that you can do include if you Kyle, if you come over here to your deck, your action deck, if you hover over it and press the number 5 on your keyboard, everybody can do that on their own cards. No, it's just the number 5, just the one time. Oh no, Kyle. Just press 5 once on there. That's how you take 5 cards into your hand. There you go. Okay, so these are your things that you get. You get 5 every round. And the way it works is you'll see on the little on your like the basic actions it says 1 next to it. That means that it costs 1 of these cards to do a basic action, and that means that you have to choose a card that you don't want to use. You would discard that card into your discard pile, and then you would be able to do the basic action. So the number there is the cost, and the cost is the card in your hand. Does that make sense? Maybe?
Yeah.
You know, like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay. But also the cards themselves you can use. So obviously you might have a card that also has 1 or even a 0. If a card has 0, that means it doesn't cost anything. You can play it, but that still counts as one of your 2 actions in your turn. And then we basically just kind of go around back and forth until we're exhausted of cards or until we feel like passing. And if you want to pass, you flip over your number card to pass. And that means that you're done. You're done until the event phase. So there, you have no more turns until the event phase, and then we kind of redo everything, and then we come back into the game regularly. I will say that it's not necessarily a good idea to use up all of your cards. There is a reason why you might want to keep cards in your hand even after you pass.
Well, looking at one of the cards
things.
in my hand, I can see exactly why I don't want to lose all of my cards.
So don't feel like you have to exhaust all of your cards before you pass. You don't have to do that. You can even you could even do like a only one action and then pass. It's just that just keep in mind that passing means that you are done until the next like big refresh. Like other people might even have multiple turns after you if they have more cards, but like you're done until then. So the most kind of basic action that we can take, and pretty much the only one that we really want to take right now, is to move. And to move means spending one card to do the movement, and then choosing a spot that we can go to, which is a connected room. So like you can see these little like corridors here. So to move once would be to move through one of these corridors into a room connected. And then when you do that, there's a couple things you have to do, but I will explain that to you when it happens. Do note that moving will cause noise, and noise is what might attract some bad things. But it's something that you have to deal with. Like you can't move really without making noise. One of the differences, so when you move regular, you have to roll a die. You roll this black die that everybody has on their boards. And this determines which number corridor you put a noise marker on. And if you ever move to a room and roll a number of a corridor that already has a noise marker on it, there's going to be an alien. An alien is going to come for you. So it's kind of a little bit of a, it's a gamble. However, if you spend 2 cards and do this careful movement that's listed on your cards, you still make noise, but you get to pick where the noise marker goes. There's no rolling, you just pick. And then last thing before we start, every single unexplored room also has an explore token on it. These are things that will happen when you explore that room. Some of them can be beneficial, some of them can be bad. Some of them can actually completely replace your noise roll for good or bad. So the order of operations, and Craig is going to start us out because Craig is card number 1. The order of operations is you would go to a room, you would flip over the tile and see what the token does, and then after that you would do your noise thing if applicable. Actual last thing. Your objective. All of our objectives. We need to do all 4 of these things by the end of the game. And we do have a time limit. So, for instance, I need to send a signal, and all rooms on the ship must be explored. Sending a signal requires us to find a particular room and send a signal from there. Lost Jokes. You need to finish the game in an escape pod or hibernation with an intruder egg. So it means you have to find an egg and grab it, and then either escape the ship or come back to the hibernation chamber and hibernate.
Meaning you're the guy who's dumb enough to bring an egg down to Earth and sell it on the black market.
Yep. Craig, your thing, your ship must reach Earth. So the ship is currently getting ready to hyperspace jump. We don't know where it's going to hyperspace jump to, though. That needs to be checked. In order to check it, we need to go to the... someone needs to go to the cockpit and spend an item and check it. And check to see where the ship is going. And if it's not going where you want it to go, you can spend another action to change that. And if it doesn't go to Earth, the ship is doomed, by the way. So we generally want to make sure it goes to Earth anyway. And then finally, Kyle, your objective is to place the blue character corpse, which is currently in our room right now. It's this one right here. Your objective is to pick it up and bring it to the surgery room, which of course we haven't found yet because we need to, explore the ship and find out where the hell the surgery room is. In order to pick up this blue object, by the way, you have to spend an item. You have to spend an action to do that, and it also occupies one of your hand slots because it is a heavy item. You don't have to do it right now, but that is your goal. You're gonna have to do it sometime. Anyway, Craig, start us off. What would you like to do? Keep in mind all of your basic actions on your board and then all of your cards as well.
So did you say we have to get to the cockpit soon to...
Before the end of the game. The end of the game is determined by this tracker down here. So we have basically 15 entire big rounds before the ship hyperspaces to wherever it's going.
Let's see. What's with this rifle? Do I have a rifle already?
Yes, you do. Everyone starts out with their own rifle. By the way, I think I mentioned before that fighting the aliens can be very iffy. If you have to fight the aliens, definitely shoot them. Do not melee them. Meleeing them is like a last resort. You will get injured. Even on a successful melee, you still get injured. So shoot them. And if you can't shoot them, I recommend running.
All right, I'm going to use reconnaissance.
Okay.
I get to move to a room without making a noise roll.
Nice.
I'm gonna go here.
One thing, I think you actually have to pay for this with another card. You do have to.
Really?
You still have to pay for it in addition to
on it.
using the card because it has one cost. So you do have to drop another card along with it.
It can be any card. It doesn't have to say like 1 on it.
No, the number is
the
specifically
number is
the cost
to use the card.
to use that card, but every card is just one card. It's just one payment.
Yeah, I'll just use this one.
Okay. So you have done that. So go ahead and so this part is scripted. So go ahead and hover over this room, the actual room marker, and press F to flip it. Oh, the actual room marker. There we go. That was actually a little bit of a waste. That's fine though. So it's scripted. So look over here.
What happened to the thing that was on top though?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm showing you. Look over here.
Yeah.
This is scripted, so it brought it over here. So this is what was on top. This means it's a silence roll. So basically, this would have co-opted your noise roll, and it would have given you automatic silence noise roll anyway.
Huh.
So that's fine. I mean, it happens. Let me discuss the room. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't spin them. Because
It's gonna be upside down for us all then.
I know,
Oh,
but
yeah. I see it's like matched up.
it needs to match up. So basically, see this little red arrow that's right here?
Yeah.
This is pointed to the 1 because this room has one object that could be found if you use the search card or otherwise do a search action. So basically, if you do a search action, you can find one item, and then when the item is found, then this will have no more items, and so we can turn it. Also, you can see this room has its own action that costs 2 cards. You can lock or unlock a single escape pod. And then when you search, if you search for an item, you get to search all 3 of the... You actually need to pick one color, but basically the decks of items available to you are weapons, medical, or mechanical stuff. And the way you search is you draw 2 cards from the single color of your choice, and then pick one and put the other one back.
Right.
And that's it. And so you do still have another action to go.
Where's the item counter?
The item counter? What are you asking?
There's a card that says reduce item counter.
Oh, that's the number of items. So that would be this room has 1 item, so you would reduce it to 0.
How do you reduce it to 0 though?
You just spin.
No, it's
yeah.
0.
No, you spin so that the red arrow matches the 0. When I told you not to spin it earlier, I meant don't spin it willy-nilly because it matters. The orientation matters for these rooms.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do a search.
Okay. So then you can pick.
So I'll reduce that.
Yep. Let me just.
I'm spinning it by the wrong.
There you go. So basically, decide which color. You can only pick 1 color, but again, you pick 2 cards. And then you pick one, and then you put the other card actually on the bottom of the deck. Whichever one you did not take.
What do you guys think a scout should go for?
I don't know.
Probably
medical
not
stuff is
mechanic,
nice.
We have a mechanic.
I don't actually know what the mechanic stuff is. I actually am fairly unfamiliar with this game. This is the first time I'm actually playing it. I've read the rules and stuff, but I don't know what kind of items are there. I know that medical has stuff like medkits and stuff to help heal you. Red stuff is generally weapons or otherwise offensive things.
I think I'll leave mechanical stuff to the mechanic
that's more like
and
utility.
weapons to the soldier, and I'll go for like more support stuff. So I'll take here. So I draw 2 and discard 1.
Yeah, draw 2, and then whatever one you don't have, you don't want, put it on the bottom of the pile. Do you remember how to do that?
No.
I'll tell you when you're done. Also, there are slots for your items up here if you would like to put them there. In a normal game, you wouldn't necessarily want people to know what items you have, but in this game, since we're going full co-op, it doesn't really matter. All right, so to put it back...
I'm going to put this one back.
Okay. So to put it back, you hold it, and then press right-click or hold right-click, and then kind of just shove it into the... shove it in there. It's a little hard to do because it's like raised a little bit. You know what? Just put it there. Just put it on there. That's good enough. By the way, there's no limit to the amount of items in your inventory. Even though there's only a limited amount of slots, you can have more than this if you really wanted to. Letting you know.
So you're letting us know beforehand you're going to be the loot goblin.
All right, next person to go. It goes left. So next person to go is Kyle. Kyle, it is your turn.
I've only spent 1 action, actually, though. Right?
What do you mean? No, you've done 2 things. You have moved and you have searched. That's it.
Yeah, you played a card
the
to move.
search costs 0.
The cost doesn't matter. You can do 2 things. You can do 2 things.
Cost means that you didn't have to sacrifice a card in order to do
Yeah.
that, but because you are only limited to 2 actions.
So
also,
theoretically, you could do 2 careful movements as long as you spent 4.
yes.
Okay.
Also, everybody also has quest items, by the way. If you look on your character board, you have these items that are turned on their face. Basically, you just have to do what it says, and you have to spend a card, and then you will get whatever item this is. Just to let you know. But anyway, Kyle, what would you like to do? You are currently here in the Hibernatorium. There are unexplored areas. Or also you can use one of your cards.
I'm gonna use one of the cards to go to this room.
Alright. You can go ahead and
How do you discard it?
you just pull it from your hand. Pull it from your hand and put it in the discard pile. It's right here next to your board.
Oh god.
I forgot that Kyle is a little bit of a newbie to TTS. Right, so that's your payment, and so now you're moving here. And no, that's and then go ahead and hover over this and just press F to flip it over. And there you go. All right, this room has 3 items, but it is also malfunctioning. Malfunctioning means that you cannot use the room's own ability. So like this ability usually has the ability to open and close doors. You cannot do that. You can still search, but you cannot open and close doors. You cannot use the room's thing. Also, you need to roll for noise now. That is this black die over here next to your board. Just click it once. 1. So, if you'll notice, all of the corridors are numbered. This one is corridor 1, this one is corridor 2, this one is corridor 3. There's number 4, which we'll get to later. This basically means that you would place a noise marker here in corridor 1. And again, when you move, if you were to do another noise roll here and get a 1 again, so that a second noise marker would go here, you would get an alien. So, there you go.
Okay.
I shout
Also,
from 2 rooms away at Kyle to quit stomping around so noisily.
That's
also
like talking to someone on a tightrope. Be careful.
to one other little rule. If someone else were to move to the same room that someone else is already in, for instance, if someone were to move to where Craig is, or someone were to move to where Kyle is right now, you do not have to roll noise.
I think we need an engineer in that command center.
Might.
And I'm gonna guess anyone can move this blue body.
Yes, anyone can pick it up. It does cost an action and a card to pick it up, but anyone can do that. So Kyle, you can still do one more thing. What would you like to do?
Search, I suppose.
You have that card.
Yep.
All right.
Where do you put it?
So everything just goes into the discard. Here you can just.
Okay.
And yeah, it costs 0. So basically, so in the command center, you can only look for things from the red deck. So hover over the red deck, press the 2 button on your keyboard to draw 2 into your hand. Pick one and put the other one back.
I'll read this shit.
You can hold Alt over things to make them bigger, by the way. Hold Alt and hover over it. Here. Go ahead and drop that in there. The rules do specifically say...
Just once?
Yes. On your next turn, because that was... Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and so that is Kyle. Next is me. I don't want to do that. I mean, I actually haven't. I've been coaching you guys. So I haven't actually had a chance to look at my cards. Okay. Okay.
Isn't Last Stroke player 2?
So the actual numbers are just for identification purposes, and at the start of the game, whoever is player 1 gets to go first.
So like,
otherwise, it's just for identification.
Says player 2 does this. It tells you who's going to be doing it. It's not necessarily a turn order.
It's more relevant in the normal game when someone might have an objective card that specifically says, like, player 3 cannot make it out alive as your objective. That's an objective in the normal game.
Which is an objective.
Yes, not in this game. We're playing co-op, so we won't have that in this one. But
someone in another Discord talked about this game. They helped fund the Kickstarter, and when they talked about it, it sounded like a very semi-antagonistic game. Like it was pretty much designed for you to screw over other players. I'm like, I was on board up until that point.
I am using this to pay for a movement to Craig's room, and because I'm moving to a room where he is, or Kyle's room, I should say, I'm moving to a room that he already is. I don't have to roll for noise. And then I am going to use ingenuity to discard the malfunction. So this room is fully armed and operational. And that is my turn. Lost
So
joke.
when you used ingenuity, was it old Star Trek style or new Star Trek style? In other words, did you use technobabble or did you pull a magic device out of your ass?
Technobabble, certainly.
Why not both?
Could do both. Lost joke, it's
I
your
mean, as an engineer, you could scream technobabble while you bang on it with a wrench.
It would have to be a magic wrench, though.
As long as people believe it's a magic wrench. I'm gonna move.
It has to be a sonic screwdriver.
Make sure to pay your tithe. All right, now go ahead and flip that thing, and we'll see what happens. Oh no!
I don't want to be here.
You don't actually want to be here. Letting you know, if you end a turn there, you will take damage.
I can keep going forward, right?
Yes, but
Like
you
the fire
also
won't do anything to me.
yes, but you also do have to roll for noise still. One. So add a noise counter to corridor 1. It's right there. Wait, where's corridor 1? That's 2.
Behind
Right
you.
here. Here, corridor 1 right
Wait,
here.
why? What? I didn't come from there.
No, but that's where the noise is. You know, ships echo a lot.
I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay. Okay, room is malfunctioning. But that's fine. It's not going to you know, hurt
It's not
you.
on fire. That's what I want.
You do have to roll for noise. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Fire's
This
not looking so bad anymore.
okay, so let me remember what this does. Hold on.
Well, the die had 3 claw marks on it. It means bad, is what it means.
It is bad. I just need to I just need to remember what it actually does. Hold on. It's 4. So basically it means if there's an alien, which is there's not, so don't worry about it. If there are no aliens, place a noise marker in every corridor in that room. So you would place a noise marker in number 4, in number 3, and then I suppose just number 1. I don't think you have to do it twice. So number 1. So here's we get to talk about the technical corridors. These are corridors that have these little red. Yeah, they're basically Jeffrey's tubes. Instead of putting it right there, you would actually put it in this circle, and this is shared. So anybody else who is in another room with a technical corridor and they roll for that technical corridor for noise, that's shared, so they get an alien. So be careful. Careful of that.
Isn't this where we're supposed to take the blue body anyway? Was the emergency room?
Surgery, I believe.
Ah,
Yeah.
why are they different rooms? Who designed this
Emergency
shit?
room can still be nice though. Craig, it is now your turn.
Did Weyland-Yutani design this ship?
Do remember that it might behoove you not to use up all of your cards before you pass.
I don't get to draw cards.
No. We'll redraw cards after the event phase. So you might just want to pass. It's up to you. You can also do just one item or one action and pass as well. That is an option.
The item counter is at 0, right?
Yes, that means you can't search there anymore.
Well, I'm going to pay a card to scavenge.
Okay.
I can do that even when the item counter is 0.
Yes, you can.
Get an item.
Of the same color as this room. This room is it's white, so I think you get any color.
Do I know what an energy charge is? Like what category that's under?
Let me look it up.
I think for you, energy is your like ammunition because you have a rifle
Yeah.
that says energy weapon.
I think it might be. Hold on.
So I'm assuming that discard an energy charge in order to use the motion scanner. So you would take the top of this card, the rifle. There's a
yeah, it's an item
that's
card.
That's your
No.
ammo.
It's an item card. It's an item card. It's an actual card.
So is this something you don't even have?
No. It might be in your deck, or it could be an item. It looks like it's a orange item. Let me double check.
Okay, so that means I have
No,
to
it's a
find
red item.
tools or a duct tape in order to discard them.
It's a red item, apparently.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna draw red items.
Okay.
Does it matter if I reveal both of them?
No, it's fine. If it were a normal semi-co-op game, it might matter, but it doesn't matter in a full co-op game.
Being a scout, I think I'll take the smoke grenade.
Okay. And put that on the bottom of this deck. Because again, the rules do actually say put it on the bottom of the deck when you do this, so not just shuffle it. All right, and you have no more cards, so you should probably flip over your pass.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Kyle, it is your turn again.
Okay. I'm gonna use this motivation card.
Okay. All characters in the room you're in, draw one action card. Nice! And that's me. That's me and Kyle. So we both draw one action card. Just hover over it and press the 1 key on your keyboard.
So I'm guessing there's a fire extinguisher somewhere we can find.
Yes, there's actually a room action in one of the other rooms that you can extinguish fires from, but we would have to find the room.
And I could do something else, right?
Yes, you have one more action.
I'm gonna search again.
Okay. So let's bring this down to 2. I don't remember if we brought that down before, but you know what? It doesn't matter. We're just going to leave it. Energy charge is nice. Oh, thank God.
Don't have an energy weapon.
Do you not? I thought you did.
No.
Ah, you have a classic weapon. Oh, that's why. Well, you can always give it to someone, too. You'd have to initiate a trade for that, though. All right.
Open or close one door in any corridor connected to the room you're in seems pretty useful.
Yeah, that's true. All right. That's your turn. Do you want to pass? Like, are you done, or are you just done for now? Like, do you still want to do more?
Yeah, I'd say I'd pass.
Okay.
If you give me that energy charge, I can activate my motion scanner.
Let's see. I think I also would like to search this place. And it has to be one of these, so... Oh, yes. Hell yes. Hell yes. Hell freaking yes. I got an energy charge. I am going to... I have to pay for this. This is an action. I'm going to... Gotta have, like, things that I can do. I'm gonna use this and pay for the discarding of the energy charge so that I get my flashlight. So it's one of my quest items. Okay, I can perform a search action basically at any time now. I have to spend 2 cards to do it, but it never gets used up, so that's nice.
What counts as a tool then?
What's that?
What counts as a tool?
I believe the yellow items.
Alright.
I could be wrong. Where do you see tool? Oh, I
On
see.
one of my
Discard
cards.
tools or duct tape.
There might be a card
actually-
that's just called tools.
Yeah, like toolbox or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me
I
look
think
it up.
It would just be called tools or duct tape.
Tools. That's duct tape. What is tools? No, Google, don't give me just duct tape. don't give me just
want it
pictures
just
of duct tape.
Duct tape, right?
Duct tape is an item card. Wait, let me double check this. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume that tools is also must be an item card. But I'm also going to go ahead and guess that both of those are probably in the yellow deck. I don't actually know that, but that's my assumption. That's my turn, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Actually, let me double check. Let me double check something real quick. You know what? We're passing on the wrong spot. I think we'll just go with it for now, but apparently you can't do your turn and pass. Like, you can't do 2 actions and pass. I guess passing is sort of like an action. So if you did 2 actions, then you would pass on your next turn. But it doesn't matter for this one. We're just going to continue going with it, and we'll just do it for later. But anyway, Lost Joke, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna move to the cockpit.
Oh, God. Remember, too, there's no stuff here. You do have to roll for noise, though. Three, which is this one. That might be bad. I think that might be an alien. That might be an alien encounter. This is the same corridor. So, alien encounter. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me double check the rules.
He is the big, noisy, dumb soldier who wants
True.
to sell an egg on the black market, so this is a character.
Is there any technical corridor to here? No. Okay, so Lost Joke, go ahead and remove both of these noise tokens. There's no more noise tokens in this corridor. And we need to. So if you will all please come up here, so I can teach you how to do this. To the intruder board. This is specifically the bag where we draw aliens out from. Lost Joke, please draw an alien from this bag.
Which one?
This one right here.
Oh.
You get an adult.
I didn't need an adult.
Last joke. Go ahead and pull an adult from this gray bag right here, and put it in your room. Where are you?
Put it where? Oh,
In your room. Yeah, in the room that
cockpit.
you were in. And also, we'll put this over here too, because we need to keep this.
Very tiny.
Very tiny.
Like the number menu is bigger than what's going on here.
So.
It's just a ball to me, a tiny little ball.
And now you get to know why it's a nice thing to have cards in your hand. It might not matter for Lost Joke, but we'll see. Lost Joke, turn this token over. 3. Lost Joke, how many cards do you have in your hand right now?
I have 2.
Ooh. Oh, no. Okay. So, basically, when you draw a token, if the number of cards you have in your hand is less than the number that is shown, the alien gets a surprise attack.
Well, I have an answer to that.
Do you?
No, I don't get surprised.
Wow. I am going to let you know that this is a good card. I'm going to let you know you don't necessarily have to use it. You can actually wait to see what the attack is to use it or not. Just letting you know. It could be that he doesn't even attack, because an attack involves drawing a card, and the card could just be that he doesn't attack.
I mean, this is to prevent the negatives of a surprise attack. Is
Yes.
that what this is?
Yes, but according to the FAQ, you can actually wait to play that card until after you see what the attack card is. Because again,
it
is
bad. You can just decide to save it.
Yes. Because it might not be bad. It is entirely possible that this guy doesn't actually even attack you.
Well, let's find out.
Well, okay, wait a minute. Let me read on these. So he is going to do a surprise attack. Surprise attack. Yes. What is a surprise attack? I need to remember this, because again, this is the first time I've played this. So. Surprise attack, intruder attack. Where is it?
Doesn't this thing say we all have to roll noise because an adult came out?
No, that's a different phase.
Okay.
What does it say about the surprise attack? The event phase, page 10 and 20. Well, these aren't like in order. There we go. I think a surprise attack is literally just you draw a card and you just resolve an attack. As far as I know, I believe that's what it is. So let me go back to resolving the attack. So I think it's literally just draw from the intruder attack card and see what it says. So go ahead and draw one intruder attack card and just put it right here. All right. So Lost Joke. You lucked out. You don't have to use your card. So this is what happens. So the alien, the adult symbol, you can see on his token right here. Here, I'll move it up here. But because this symbol does not match either of these symbols, like if you had an alien with this symbol or with this symbol, this would happen. But there is not an alien with one of those symbols, and so it doesn't happen. So this guy doesn't attack you. And that's it. That's the surprise attack. So actually, you don't have to use your thing. I will say, though, that you are now technically considered to be in combat with this guy, which means that you cannot, in fact, use the cockpit action. You have to get rid of him somehow, either by fighting him or leading him somewhere else or something. Basically, the only things that you can do now are either move away, which will provoke an attack of opportunity, or fight him. Or do anything else that says...
Am I doing that now?
You used only one action, did you not?
Yeah, to get to the cockpit.
Yep. Then you have an action to fight him if you want.
So what would happen if I guess, ended my turn in this room with it? Do I just take an automatic wound or something?
No, but he will attack you. So the alien attack event or phase happens after we're all done passing. After we're all passed. He will not attack you until we're all passed and we move into the next phase. But if you are in a room with the alien, he will attack you during that phase.
Okay, let's figure out how combat works.
So combat is actually not too bad. Combat, you basically decide what weapon that you're using. See if there's any special effects, which your weapon does have a special effect.
I can deal at least one injury and an additional injury.
So you would roll the red die, and then the results are as shown here. Basically, you want to get either this symbol or one of the target symbols. If you get a blank or this symbol, you do not hit. So you have basically I would say a pretty good chance to hit him. Shit. Well, you don't hit him. That's a miss. Unfortunately, that is a miss.
That's also the end of my turn.
Yes, it is. Make sure to you do have to deduct 1 ammo from your rifle, even though you missed.
Imagine you had a gun that only had 5 bullets.
So Craig passed. Kyle, are you passed, or are you gonna play again?
It'll
Yeah,
also use a card to shoot too.
This one,
Yeah, I only have 1 card now.
the number card. All right, I am passed. So Lost Joke, it's your turn again. If you want to pass, now is the time. If you want to attack, that's up to you.
So, do I hang on to the cards in my hand? And then, like, the next phase where we draw 5, is it replaced? Is there some sort of benefit to hanging on?
The benefit is it helps prevent surprise attacks. Obviously, it didn't help you in your case. Unfortunately, he rolled high. I'm sorry, he just did. It's especially helpful against larva. Larva can infect you. Larva is like a face hugger, and if you get surprise attacked by a larva, and you don't have the 1 card to save you, then you're infected, and that can be bad. It is known that larvae only have 1 on their tokens. Like, they don't get higher than that. So if you have a single card in your hand, you are protected from being surprise attacked by a larva, which is good. Any more than that is helpful.
There technically no hand cap?
The hand cap is 5 unless a special effect gives you an extra card. So after the event phase, after we're all done and it's our turn again, you will draw up
4.
to 5. Yes, you would draw 4. You also, by the way, when you pass, have the option to discard any cards in your hand, and then you would draw up to 5. That is an option that you don't have to do that. And also, as for your actual action hand that we are discarding, when you run out of cards on the left, you just shuffle and replace them with the cards on the right. Like, you don't lose these cards. They'll get shuffled around and you'll use them again eventually.
That's all I want to know. I'm gonna pass.
Okay. So we're all passed, which means it is now event phase time. So event phase time. Number 1, we move the time marker forward. Number 2, we had our first encounter. In a normal game, that means that we would have to pick a specific objective. In a normal game, you get 2 objectives, and during the course of the game, you have to pick 1. But we're not playing a normal game; we're playing co-op game, so it doesn't matter. Then we do an intruder attack, which is an intruder is in fact probably going to attack you, Lost Joke. So Lost Joke, if you would go ahead and draw another intruder attack card. Yes, he does attack you. He does a scratch. you get 1 light wound and 1 contamination card. So, Lost Joke, light wound, go ahead and grab one of these markers, one of these little orbs, and put it right here on your light wound. If you get a 3rd light wound, you will get a serious wound, which is like a debuff to your character. But for right now, 1 light wound is not bad. But you also get a contamination card. So Lost Joke, you want to go ahead and grab this and put it on top of your discard pile. This gets shuffled into your deck. And this could be bad. It might be infected. It might not be infected. You have to do a certain action in certain places to figure that out. Obviously, infected is worse than not infected. So, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. It also, by the way, this kind of acts as a dead weight card because obviously it's going to end up in your hand at some point. You cannot spend this to do an action, and the only way to get rid of it is to either do the action to get rid of it, or when you pass, you can discard it, but it's still there. You know, it's still going to be there at some point. And that's the only intruder that's on the board. Nobody's in a fire room, so that's fine. We do need to do an event card. The event card is up here. I'm going to go ahead and draw it. The adult does not move. So what this means is any intruders with these symbols would move to corridor 1 of their respective rooms, but we only have an adult on the board. None of these symbols are an adult, so he doesn't move. But then we have to do this. Each character with a larva on their character board, which nobody has, dies. And this is why you want to keep 1 card, because getting a larva, surprise attacks you, means you have a larva on you, which means you would be dead now if that happened. Every character draws 4 cards from their deck and scans all drawn contamination cards. If they have at least 1 infected card, put a larva on the board. Discard drawn cards. You do have to go ahead and, I mean, we all know that we don't have contamination cards, but you do still have to draw 4 cards and then discard them. So, just draw 4 and put them away. Overall, not a bad event, especially for early game. If this were late game and one of us had a larva on us, you'd be dead. That'd be it for you. And that's it. That's it for the event. No intruder moves. And then, last thing, intruder bag. So basically, this is just kind of like a random intruder event that is dictated by what token we grab from the intruder bag. And this is Craig, I said that this is like a later event that happens.
Yep.
This is it. So we do this, we grab it. This is a larva card. So this means wait, it's up here. Remove this token from the intruder bag and add 1 adult token. So we would remove this, shove it here, and add 1 adult intruder token. And then shuffle this. And that's it. And that's
they're
what happens.
evolving.
Yes, basically they're evolving.